So we have Business A-Level paper for 2024, January. So go to question 1. There's a case study, but we can't just go down to the case study anyway. So the case study is below, it's at the bottom. So, but we'll just go to the question immediately. The first question says, are you with me, please?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, the first question says, explain one benefit to Patagonia of having a mission statement. The first question says, explain one benefit to Patagonia of having a mission statement. Yeah, you don't have to define what mission statement is, but when we talk about mission statement, we're simply talking about expressing what the business does, who it works with, and what it wants to achieve. That is what mission statement is. And when the business is able to, express its mission statement, it benefits all stakeholders. You talked about consumers, but I'm going to talk about the employees. So yeah, I wrote with mission statement, it attracts employees. It also retains employees because it simply means employees know what they want to achieve over time. So yeah, I wrote to retain employees as the mission statement communicates a higher purpose beyond just making profit. Therefore, the mission statement can create a strong sense of community and shared purpose that can enhance employee engagement, satisfaction, and loyalty. We have a purpose. When the employee knows that, oh, this is what we want to achieve, it gives them a sense of belonging, a sense of responsibility, and that would motivate them to want to achieve the goal of the organization. So that is the purpose of mission statement. It's about what you do, who you deal with, how you do it, what you sell, who you are selling to, your purpose of selling. This is your mission statement. And when employees understand this, it gives them a sense of belonging, a sense of responsibility that, oh, these things have to be achieved. Do you get the advantage of mission statement here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And for consumers, yes, it's good for consumers because with mission statement, the business it allows the business to understand who it's dealing with. And that simply means you're putting customers at the top. And customers are king. So customers it will be beneficial to customers too, and this might even create customer loyalty. I think business or mission statement is clear.
Yes.
Any question about mission statement?
No.
Good. So we have question B. For question B, it said it's a calculation. It said using the data in extract B, calculate to 2 decimal places the 3-year moving average for the percentage of recycled materials used in clothing by Patagonia in 2021. You're advised to show your working. Here it's a 3-year average, moving average. So it's going to be the year before and the year after. So we have a year which is 2021. So when we're calculating the 3-year moving average, it's going to be before 2021 and after 2021. I'm going to do that for you to see now. So we have to go through the case study. Yeah, I have it. Yes, I want to walk it in.
Oh.
So to calculate the 3-year moving average, it's going to be for 2021, right? This is what we want to calculate. So to calculate for 2021, it's going to be before 2021 and after 2021. That's the 3-year moving average. So it's going to be 2020 plus 2021 plus 2022 divided by 3. So here we have, for 2020, we have what? We have 65, right? 65 plus 66 plus 72 divided by 3. That's the 3-year moving average. So let's calculate that together. So we have 65 plus 66 plus 72. That's right. 65 plus 66 plus 72 divided by 3. So it's 67.67%. Multiplied by 100. Remember that?
Yeah.
So it's multiplied by 100. It's already there. So it's 67.67%. So the 3-year moving average is 67.67%. I think it's clear. So that's how to calculate 3-year moving average. Any question about that? Okay. Shall we?
Yes.
We have question 1C. He said, Porter's 5 forces is a model that looks at the competitive environment for a business. Using extra C, discuss the threats to Patagonia from new entrants into the outdoor clothing market. So it's about Porter's 5 forces. So they said, discuss the threats to Patagonia from new entrants into the market. So for Porter's 5 forces, it talks about the threats of new entrants and how easy it's for a new, threat comes because it is easier for new firms to come into a market. That is a threat. There's going to be threat because it is easier for new firms to come into the market. If it is not easy for new firms to come into the market, threat of competitors reduces. Do you get it? Do you get my point or not, please? So the threat of new entrants is one of Porter's 5 forces, and it looks at how easy it is for new businesses to enter a market. Now, for the market, the outdoor clothing market. The outdoor clothing market is a highly competitive industry with many established brands such as Patagonia itself, Columbia Sportswear, and North Face. These are firms in that market that are top. For Patagonia commitment to sustainable and ethical business practice could help to differentiate it from new competitors and maintain its position in the market. You talked about product differentiation there. So with its ethical stance and because it's socially responsible, that might be a sort of product differentiation from those of its competitors. That's number 1. 2, Patagonia has a strong brand reputation and has been in the industry for over 50 years. So we are talking about how sustainable the brand is. However, extra C shows that the outdoor clothing market is still growing due to many more people participating in physical activities. I think you understand Patagonia here. So the point is about the threat in the market. What brings about the threat and how can Patagonia survive that threat? It can survive it because it has a competitive advantage. Based on the fact that it has a very strong brand and it is socially responsible.
Yeah.
So that could be, when you have large numbers of firms in the market, what makes you to stand out could be your competitive advantage and product differentiation. So be socially responsible it's a product differentiation. It's unique. I think it's clear. Any question about that? Okay, so we have question 1D, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we move on? Okay. So for question 1D, it's 8 markers, so that's enough. Shall I move on to question 1D?
Yeah.
Okay. So for question 1D, they said, assess the importance of transformative leadership to Patagonia's long-term success. What do we call transformative leader? We call it a transformative leader because it can inspire. It inspires you. It empowers you. It allows you to reach your full potential. That makes it a transformative leader. So transformative leadership occurs because that leader allows you to reach your full potential. It's going to change things, but positively. So whatever it does, it's all about a turning point. Did you get it? A turning point. So here I wrote, transformative leadership is a leadership style that aims to inspire and empower others to achieve their full potential and bring about positive change. So with transformative leadership, it allows individual employees to reach their full potential because it gives them the opportunity to explore, to reach their full potential. And why is it happening? It's happening because there's need for turning point, a positive change. Do you get it? So for Patagonia founder, John, has been an advocate for environmental causes for decades, for years. So its personal values have strongly influenced Patagonia's approach to sustainability and social responsibility. Its approach brings about social responsibility. So its leadership style can help build a stronger connection between Patagonia and its customers, which may result into customer loyalty. With this approach, it could bring about customer loyalty. And how does customer loyalty come? Customer loyalty occurs because customers become emotionally attached to your product, to your brand, based on how transformative you are. And what does that bring about? It brings about increase in revenue. Your customers continue to return to buy from you. That means you are increasing your revenue. Instead of them to buy from your competitors, they keep coming back to buy from you. And they're going to refer your products, refer your service to even potential customers.
Yeah.
So its leadership style can help build a stronger connection between Patagonia and its customers, which may result in customer loyalty. And when there's customer loyalty, it in turn leads to what? Increase in revenue as customers will continue to patronize Patagonia. Transformative leadership can lead to employees' motivation, which may in turn increase productivity. Because a transformative leader, it brings about it empowers employees. And when employees are empowered, they feel the sense of responsibility. It boosts their morale. It makes them happy. It brings about motivation. And when there's motivation, productivity will increase. Quality will increase. Yes or no?
Yeah.
However, the success of Patagonia is influenced by several factors beyond just leadership style. It does not only survive with leadership style. It's not about just being transformative leader. There was environmental success there. Being conscious about the environment, social responsibility. So Patagonia's brand reputation as an environmentally and socially responsible, as an environmental and socially responsible business could be a crucial factor. So it is not just about being a transformative leader. How well are you conscious about the environment? How socially are you responsible? So this is also a crucial factor to your success. Customers that are socially and environmentally conscious may choose Patagonia over its competitors. So it's about being socially responsible. So because you are socially responsible, you gain customers, especially customers that are conscious about the environment, customers that are conscious about social well-being. So these are customers you will gain. And because you're gaining these customers, it allows you to have a competitive advantage over your competitors.
Yeah.
So the strength of Patagonia does not only come from transformative leadership. It also comes from its responsibility towards the environment and the society. Does it make sense?
Yes.
So any question about transformative leadership here?
No.
Clear, right? For question 5, they said, assess the impact of Patagonia's commitment to the environment rather than its shareholders. Now, before we go into this, when we talk about you committing to the environment rather than shareholders, it simply means you are socially responsible. Because social responsibility occurs when a business thinks more of the stakeholders rather than shareholders. So it simply means you think mostly of everybody involved, not just the shareholders. So this simply means Patagonia is socially responsible. That is the point. Do you get the point here? Do you get the point?
Yes.
Okay. So now I go. Patagonia's commitments to the environment rather than shareholders may have a positive impact on the environment. With $100 million per year being used to help tackle climate change. That was the amount spent yearly. Yes or no? It has implemented various initiatives, including using recycled materials. How has it been committed to the environment? You have to explain that. It has implemented various initiatives, including using recycled material in its clothing products and donating 1% of its sales to environmental causes to help reduce the impact of the environment, the impact on the environment. 3, Patagonia's environment focus has helped the business build a strong reputation for sustainable and ethical practices, which may attract customers to pay premium prices for environmentally friendly products. So, with Patagonia's environmental initiative or focus, it simply means it allows customers to pay premium prices because the products it produces are quality products that are environmentally conscious. So the business is environmentally conscious, the business is socially responsible. Customers might as well pay premium prices for that reason. I meant customers that are conscious about the environment, please.
Yeah.
You get it? Its commitment to the environment and ethical practices may help to create a work culture and attract and retain employees who share this value. Patagonia may be able to retain or attract employees that have that share the same value with Patagonia.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it makes it easier for Patagonia to employ workers, because workers that are conscious about, that are socially responsible to, or that are conscious about the impact of businesses on environment would really want to work with Patagonia instead of its competitors. And that might allow Patagonia to attract skilled workers, which give it a competitive advantage over its competitors. However, this could lead to lower profits, as the focus on environment and society may require huge financial commitment. This is higher cost of production. Does it make sense there?
Yeah.
So yes, you are socially responsible here. It comes with an opportunity cost. It comes with a price. If you are socially responsible, it simply means you pay fair wages to your workers. You use your sources of raw materials are natural, that are renewable. So you use the latest technology. All these things are capital expenditure, and they are expensive. As a result of that, it increases your cost of production. And because there is always going to be an inverse relationship between cost and profit, it reduces your profit. So that's a negative impact.
Yeah.
So 2, there could be shareholder conflicts. If every year you spend $100 million towards the environment, towards climate change, this $100 million can also be shared among shareholders. So there could be conflict of interest here. Shareholders might disagree with this situation, with this decision, and that could bring about conflict. So there could be shareholder conflict, as $100 million is being used each year to tackle climate change instead of being used to pay dividends. So there's conflict of interest. So there's conflict of interest between the shareholders and the managers of Patagonia, or the owners of Patagonia, or the managers of Patagonia. Do you understand? So that's the impact of the decision of being socially responsible. It reduces your profitability. It brings about conflicts among shareholders, because shareholders were like, oh, this amount of money spent on this could as well be spent on that. Also, increasing cost. That's another point. Increasing cost might be passed on as increasing price to customers. Not all customers are conscious about the environment. So they might not as well want to pay premium price. And the market is competitive. You cannot sell beyond the market price. So that means Patagonia might lose out on customers as a result of wanting to sell at a higher price. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So on that note, we end question 1 of January 2024, right? Okay. Any question about it?
No.